Why doesn't the current decrease when passing through the resistance? So let's say we have this resistance over here. Okay, it's a rectangular resistance. Okay, so why does the current flow through this resistance? If I have current I flowing over here, why would this current flow? Because there will be an electric field present. There will be an electric field present which is pushing the charges through the resistance. Okay, so we can write down that current is flowing because of the electric field. So the electric field is providing the direction for the current for the charges to flow. Okay, in case of a metallic conductor we have actually electrons, okay, which are flowing in opposite direction. Okay, the electric field is in this direction and it is pushing the electrons in backward direction. Okay, and that's why we have net current in this direction. So the electric field is guiding the current. Okay, now what is resistance? So the resistance arises due to collision of charges, in this case the electrons, the free electrons, with the atoms of the material. Okay, so while the electric field is trying to accelerate the electrons, the collision with the atoms is trying to decelerate. So eventually an equilibrium is achieved where the amount of acceleration provided by electric field is balanced by the amount of opposition or deceleration provided by the resistance. Okay, so eventually what happens that the acceleration and deceleration cancel each other and the current will flow with a uniform value. Okay, you can compare this with a block. Let's say I have a block over here, or let's take a sphere because we are more familiar with the sphere. Okay, sphere is flowing in a liquid, sphere inside a liquid, a viscous liquid. So now you know that, right? If I apply a force over here F, if I am applying a force F, then the liquid will apply a resistance force in backward direction. Okay, I can call it the viscous force, let's call it Fv, and this viscous force is proportional to speed of the sphere. Okay, more specifically this is equal to 6 pi eta rv, correct? Eta is the coefficient of viscosity, r is the radius of the sphere. So the greater the amount of force I apply, the more will be velocity, more will be the viscous force. So we eventually obtain a steady state. And in this steady state, what happens? In this steady state, the net force becomes zero. The net force is zero. So F equal to Fv, okay, is equal to 6 pi eta rv. So v is equal to F by 6 pi eta r. So I could compare this velocity with the electric current, this force with the electric field over there, okay, and the 6 pi eta r with the resistance. I can compare it like that. So even though the liquid is opposing the motion of the sphere, but because of this external force I am able to maintain the motion. Same thing is happening here. The electric field is maintaining the flow of current against the resistance. The electric field and the resistance are cancelling each other's effect, and the current can flow with a constant value. Okay.